Let's get another message, if we may. Get a message for my babes. Sorry about the creepy car setup. What's it called? Backdrop. Anyways, what's the message? We have benefactor. Sweet! We just got this one. I'm gonna go with it again. Blessed. Somebody is a benefactor of grace and generosity. I feel, well, those that you know, I've been hired as a private driver in Vegas for 2 weeks. I'm almost done, but I think my boss is going to give me a fat tip, let's say. Hopefully. We kind of got into it yesterday. I yelled at her. Uh-oh. Anyways, we shouldn't yell, but like, actually, I just have a very loud voice when I want to be. I just spoke loudly because I wanted to make sure she heard me. I wasn't like yelling because I couldn't control myself. I was just making sure she could hear me. Anyways, you know, in the past, I wouldn't have said anything because I wouldn't have been like scared. I wouldn't have got a good tip. I just wouldn't have said anything because I don't want to make it uncomfortable. But like, when we're feeling uncomfortable, it's like, why do we have to be the ones that feel uncomfortable? So anyway, she was smoking in the room, and I let it go too long to where at that point it came out like rah, instead of like the very first second I smelt it. I was like, could you not do that, please? It's like, she's the boss and she's paying for the place, but like, it's still unacceptable. So, and she had already been asked by her guest who had just overcome lung cancer, who can't breathe quite to par, and he had already asked her to not do it. Anyways, it was like, what's the message? Benefactor. Don't not say something because you feel like you're gonna miss out. So be it. You know, when you start standing up for yourself, it gets easier and easier, and people start shifting the way they change you better and better. You teach people how to treat you. If you don't say anything, then they just get away with it, and they're like, well, she's a softie, she doesn't care, she's loop-a-doo. But like, if you say something, it might be uncomfortable for a second, but they put that discomfort in the air on themselves. Not you. It's not you. It's you're not being rude for yelling or sticking up for yourself. They're being rude for. And I love, her name's Jana. I love her. And she sometimes may even watch the videos, and I don't want, hey girl, if you're here, listen, like, she knows I love her. And the stories that I'm going to be telling, because her other guest might be an actual guest, and he's like, well, how often are you going to mention me? What are you going to say? And I'm like, as often as I need to, and whatever comes up, because I don't want to have to hem and haw over the truth when we're just trying to learn. We're not talking shit. We're trying to get somewhere. We're trying to understand. We're trying to teach people how to treat you. And if it involves a scenario where somebody might be a little embarrassed, that's not your fault, and it's not anything against them. It's just the truth, and it happened, and that's why I wanted to get cameras everywhere in my car, because the truth was being muted. And I was like, oh my gosh, it was like that movie The Day After Tomorrow, when the freeze, the eye of the storm was coming in, and they're in the library, and they, like a big library, it had like an old fireplace. So anyways, they threw all these books in there, and even the big ass fire was starting to go out because the chill was so chilly. And so they're like, more books, more books, more books. It makes me feel like more cameras, more cameras, more cameras. We need to, they're trying to snuff out the truth by making you feel some type of way for speaking on it. Bless her heart for, letting me speak on things. But we gotta talk about the things in order to make it a reality. If we just keep in silent, which is what they want. When we say they, it's anybody trying to get away with something that they know they shouldn't and that affects other people and just don't say anything. It could be the smallest thing. Just, when you say they, it's like, anyways, I don't know how we got that out of grace and generosity, benefactor. But I think it's because, I mentioned it because I shouldn't have yelled, and we made up. But that's why we speak right away instead of letting it build into a volcano where it explodes and then you're both looking dumb. Damn it. No, but then you teach them how to treat you and that you have princess lungs or prince, and to treat your lungs like royalty. I don't know, you guys. Anyways, my point is, I think ultimately she appreciates my strength and my boundaries and will compensate me. I'm assuming she's going to compensate me for a little bit of the extra things, because I'm here 24/7 using my own wear and tear on, it's my mom's car right now because mine broke down right before we came here. Whatever. But anyways, somebody's gonna benefit from somebody else's grace and generosity. Or this is you, my babes. People benefit off of your grace and generosity. Of course they do. Duh. But, we're trying to get a balance. And instead of getting it to the point where you explode because you're fighting for justice, we just stand up for ourselves right away. It's way easier said than done. But, justice, keep up with the justice as it's needed. And it gets easier. You become somebody that has to, do things you wouldn't want to do, but then you become a person that is exercised that voice. You get stronger at it, and then it changes who you are. You become somebody who speaks on things, but we got to grow up. We got to start using our voice. We got to start using our power correctly, and a little bit of practice, a little bit each day, and before you know it, nobody will try you. Matter of fact, they might switch up the way they act altogether. Take your lead. Who knows? They're going to benefit off of your grace and generosity. You can lay down the line gracefully. That's the goal, not to blow up and let it explode. She's like, I don't know, Megan, you kind of scare me. It's like, well, good, then I'm not sorry. No, but I can see how people, if you scare somebody into doing something, then that's why the scary ones do scary things, because they know it has power. Only if you let them. Anyway, I definitely feel like I'm babbling. Let's just get one more of these, please. Benefactor of grace and generosity. You or somebody you're dealing with, one of you is at the other end of this. Hollow bone, teachability. Somebody's learning from your lead. Somebody is able to take your lead, or you're taking somebody else's lead. It's so good to be teachable. Don't ever stop learning. Don't ever stop thinking that you capped out. There's nothing else to learn. So much to learn. Somebody here is teachable, blessed. Or you're dealing with somebody who is. In that case, keep on teaching. All right, let's get one more. For my babes. Just trying to get a message, if we may. Love you guys. Thanks for being here. Love you so much. Just trying to act right and save the world. Turkey spirit. You'll never believe it. Give with grace and gratitude. Benefactor of grace and generosity. And then give with grace and gratitude. A lot of grace, generosity, and gratitude in this message today. Number 61. Teachable, beneficial. So beneficial to learn from graceful circumstances, or a circumstance that it comes out gracefully. The generosity, the grace, the gratitude, the benefits, the learning, it's all good here. I mean, there's situations, but when we can overcome gracefully, everybody benefits. And, that's definitely been part of my goal, is to learn how to deliver messages gracefully instead of like, listen to me. It doesn't come off very well. No, I can't scream at her about the smoke. I gotta be like, could you not? So either way, somebody's benefiting, and somebody's learning, somebody's grateful, somebody's got gratitude, and somebody's gonna be generous, perhaps surprise you. So that's what I have for my babes. I hope that helped. I love you guys so much. Till next time.